Hans, how are you?
Hello, Christian. Fine. How about you?
Good, good, good. So, you ready to go?
Pardon? Pardon?
Are you ready to go?
Yes. Okay. It's Monday morning early, but it's a great start into the week.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
I,
You are in UK, right? Where are you
yes,
located?
in Germany. I'm in the south of
Oh,
Germany.
German. Okay, okay. But you go to Ham like every year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. 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 Ham is also in Germany. It's about 300 miles from here.
Oh, 300 miles. Okay. How's the market in Germany right now?
Oh, it's stable. It's after Christmas. It's
Stable.
not so hot, but it's stable. It's 4 weeks before Ham. The reservations are beginning now.
Right.
So it's
Um, what?
always for
Mhm.
Ham, it's going up and down.
Yeah.
This year. So
Okay. In terms of like the shows, right? I mean, when you compare to like Ham or like any other show, how big are they like right there when it comes to like expos and reptile shows and things like that
I think
in German?
Ham is the
Mm-hmm.
biggest show, right? There are
Oh yeah.
big halls too, and two tents, and outside is
Mm-hmm.
region. But it's a show. It's in 6 hours gone. It's opening at 10 and it's done at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's totally
Oh
different
okay.
from American shows. It's a
Yeah.
very fast show. You come by and go. No, you don't come the day before and talk a lot and meet him and them. And it's not so
Right.
social as America. In America, I like the show much more.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
the deal in
You've been to US Expo, right? Have you been to USA? Like the
Pardon?
expo here? Have you
Yes,
been to US Expo? Yeah.
the expo. I was in Daytona, at Chicago, and at Philadelphia. I was at expos. But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
today I don't go. I don't like flying, and it's also
You
very
don't like
expensive to
flying.
carry animals over there and forth and back. And so I
Yeah.
spend every year maybe 10,000 for the expo in Daytona
Yeah. It
altogether.
doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So it makes no sense to go there when I can go 1 week later to the ham show and ship to the US.
Yeah. Yeah. But you ship to like all over the world, right? I mean, you ship to
Yes,
Asia, you ship to like anywhere pretty much, right? So it should be
yes,
fine for you.
yes. I'm coming from the International Pet Trade. I was in 1977. I entered the International Pet Trade,
Mm-hmm.
import export worldwide. We got from the
Okay.
third Costa Rica or Indonesia, from South Africa.
Okay.
In that time, it was really the time for the herpetologists. It was free.
Right.
You got not big troubles with permits or anything. So it was a dream.
Right.
But
Right.
from that point on, I'm always selling to commercials. I was not used to sell to private. So I
Right.
always sold all my animals to wholesalers
Okay. So it's like
until I got
through. Mm-hmm.
until I got the leopard boa. Then I started to sell to private too. And with ball pythons, of course, it's a private market.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Mostly, like what I do here too. I use a lot of brokers to kind of like distribute like some of my animals. I mean, I don't produce that many like babies or like ball pythons, but I have like a few brokers that help me like move some of the stocks that I have. So that should be like much easier that way. So yeah. um, yeah, how did you get started? I know it's been like years and years ago, but if you don't mind, sharing with me, like, how do you start it? Like, how did you get involved with like ball pythons or like boas? Like, how did you
Yeah,
end up, here?
I did. From that
It's
import
a long
business,
story. I know that.
I did. Yeah, we look at a 40 years career now, and that was all in the beginning. From that import business, I started in 1990s to collect ball pythons, which were looking special. When the imports came from Togo or Ghana, Benin, I picked the special ones, the very bright ones, very dark ones, ringer ones. And so I got a collection with maybe 100, 120 normals. And when the albino ball pythons and piebald ball pythons started, I began also with color variants. So I added albinos, piebalds, caramel, ghost, everything I could get in the US. When the new morph came down to 5K, I bought a pair. So at Daytona, sometimes I bought maybe for over 100 grand animals and brought it back to Europe. Some for friends, most for me. I also traded a lot with the leopard wars. They were very welcome in the US.
Yeah.
And so I have now a collection with a lot of interesting looking normals, females, big ones, old ones, and a small collection of color variants around them. So I have 8 recessives. I'm working on 8 recessives and 22 codoms, but in very small numbers. For example, my clown collection has 4 visual clown females. That's my clown collection.
So you've been doing this for a while then? Like back in like 1977, you said? I wasn't even born back then.
My oldest ball pythons who live today are from 1991.
Oh my God! Yeah.
So there were rumors the EU would close for ball pythons in that time, and then I bought a big amount from an import to make sure they are here already. So I never let go that normals I bought once. So I all have collected and collected and collected, and so I have a lot of animals who should be proven, but I don't have time and space for that.
Right. How many ball pythons do you have right now? Like on top of your hat? Like how many do you have right now?
I can tell maybe snakes all together, maybe 1,000.
Oh my God, that's a lot. Well, you do this like full times, right? So this is what you do, like mainly,
and my wife 4 times and 1 employee in part time.
Okay, yeah, there's a lot of animals, Hans.
Yeah, a lot of work, but also a lot of fun.
Yeah,
so
that's very true.
Choose the female from very different looking ones. Which do I take for this project and which do I take for that project? It's very interesting to work on the pattern of the pythons.
Yeah. Do you still import like ball pythons or like any animals from Africa?
No.
Okay.
I'm out of the import-export business, but the company is just over the street. So if they get something very interesting, they call me, of course.
Yeah. If you see like anything cool, please let me know.
If you have
please call me.
20 more years with that guys and they know you and they know you want it, then you get it. If you pay what they want.
Yeah, because this is the best part about having a good connections, right? Because I get like calls at least like once every 2 or 3 months, like, hey Chris, I have this really cool odd looking ball pythons, do you want it? So I'm like, well, can you send like a picture or something like that, because I don't want to say yes or no without looking at the animals, right? Yeah, so I always get like calls, emails and things like that, but it's always fun to figure out if it is genetic or not. So
and also if it's genetic, is it worth to work on it? Some things are very small and or ugly. I like the pretty morphs.
Yeah, that's very true.
So it's also from personal. You like this, you like that. It's the ball pythons. There's a huge thing, and you will find people who hate champagne. You will find people who love champagne. So.
Yeah, very true. Yeah. Let's talk about hurricane for now. Okay. Can you share with us, like the histories that I know. You got the original animals back in 2007, I believe, right?
Yes.
If I'm not
Mhm.
mistaken, right? And then
Yes.
you proven out to be at least genetic back then
I,
at that
I
time.
proved it
Yeah.
already to be dominant in 2007, I think, for a moment.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me the like the whole story, if you don't
Okay, I
mind.
got it in 2007. Like
Uh-huh.
that call we talked just about. The company called me, Hans, come over, look what we have here. I got over and bought it,
Uh-huh.
brought it home, and it
Uh-huh.
raised it. And in 2010, I produced the first super hurricane. Was produced in 2013, and it was proven in
Mm.
2016. So the first
Okay.
hurricane was produced in 2010.
Okay. Okay.
And the very
So
first 2007, it was a female, and I needed 3 years to get her to
right.
lay eggs. And so it was nice. I put a lesser on her and had two lesser hurricanes and two hurricanes in the clutch, and that was really great.
Right.
And it's a
Right.
fantastic feeling when you see it's inheritable.
Yeah. I know exactly how you feel. Yeah.
Yeah, even better it was in 2030 when the super showed up.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
many people don't understand what it means when there's a super. It's totally different. It makes it to a different morph on another level. You get the
Yes.
same thing as you have with Hurricane now with Hayabusa,
Mm-hmm.
and you will have a homozygous hurricane with the Hayabusa, so that will make great possibilities for breeders.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Even
when it comes to hurricane, like what project that you're working on, like what combos that you want to make down the line, do
oh,
you
I
know?
have made I have made in single gene nearly all codoms I had in combos,
Uh,
and I'm just starting
everything.
with recessives. And this
Mm.
season I'm waiting for the Hayabusa piebald. Last year I made
Mm.
the Hayabusa albino, which is really great, and this year I'm going for the Hayabusa piebald.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it will make the piebald looking crazy with swirls.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. It
many
should be
a
up.
kind
Yeah.
of clouded pattern, and I want to bring swirls in that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least in theory, right? Because I have the female from you that Angie Hurricane had pied. So I'm gonna have her go with my ODYB double head clown pied. So that should be
Oh,
crazy looking. Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been telling a lot of like my friends like, look, I'm not trying to hype this project or when it comes to like Hurricane project, right? But the potential is huge. I mean, I was telling you about this too because Hurricane was not my top 5 project that I'm focused on. It was just like some of the side project. But once I hatched that clown hurricane clown, I was like, wow, okay, then I need to focus on this because well we like back then we talk about it, right? Because for some reason some of my hurricane clown, it looks different from any regular hurricane clown. I don't know why, I don't know how. It could be because um, the mom influence, because I have so many imports project, and then like bunch of them like hat clowns, and then I do not know like which one which sometimes, but it looks different, Hans. And then I think I show you the pictures, right? It looks different.
Yeah, I also have different ones, but what I
Yeah.
can say, all my clowns
Uh
are
huh.
bred from one male clown I got from Jeremy Stone, and I think he had it from
Ah.
the borders in that time. It was
Mhm.
very early. I think I paid 8K in 2007 or
Mm.
so.
Yeah.
And the year before, I got a pair of hats from Shaw Bradley, and that's all.
Okay.
That's where my clown's coming from, and nothing.
Okay.
I think it's nothing in there, but I know it. they make very different clowns. I also have had
Yeah.
blade clowns and non-blade
Yeah.
clowns from
Yeah.
pets from shore. But the animal from shore has a very bright and yellow belly. Maybe
Mm.
there's something. I have that outstanding hurricane clown female I've bred last year is also very yellow and colorful and high contrast. So maybe there's
Yeah.
something that I don't know. Then it was
Yeah.
an animal from shore. From shore.
Right. Yeah. This is the fun part of it, right? Because you have to figure out like what's going on. So because in every clutch, so from that particular male that I get from you, I get 7 clutches. So what happened is, every clutch there's always like two things. So the regular one and then the odd looking one. Always like in 7 clutches. So I keep all the that odd looking ones and then the aberrant ones, and then to see like like what's going on. But look really really different. I don't know why. Yeah.
Yes. The ball python is very variable. Also, the natural form.
Yeah.
You
It
have
could be.
very bright
Yeah.
ones to very dark ones. You have more greenish, more brown ones, and then
Yes.
also the pattern is.
Yeah.
Some people see it a brown snake with black patterns. Others see it as a dark snake with brown pattern.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's liquid. That's that pattern. It can form in any way. And if
That's very true.
hurricane infects the backline of the ball
Mm-hmm.
pythons and the
Mm-hmm.
lateral pattern. It opens the alien heads.
Yeah.
So if there is an animal which has no alien heads, which is strictly banded or so, you can
Mm-hmm.
nothing open. Huh? So sometimes it's strange for the hurricane to show what it does because the opposite
Yeah.
animal hasn't that features hurricane is working on. So if you
Yeah.
take a well-patterned animal, which is homozygous well-patterned, that's also
Yeah.
the thing. Then you
Yeah.
get also well-patterned hurricanes. It's just
Okay.
there are reduced patterns where you have riddles. Is it hurricane or is it not? Or
Yes.
somebody else. But usually you can see it easy.
Yeah, yeah. It's just very interesting project. I mean, I really love it because considering there's a super version of it, so the potential is huge. I mean, you can breed it to like any incomplete dominance, pretty much, and then
Yes.
make something new. And that's when it comes to like clown project alone. So you haven't, we haven't really take to like pipe, a pipe project, and then that DG project, Sunset project, and the project, the potential is just like on and on and on,
Yeah, it's
So
endless. And when the morph
it's endless.
expresses in other morphs, then it will be
Yeah,
a good thing to be creative. So you
yeah,
can creative breeders with visions and ideas. That's the hurricane for, not for the mass producers who are buying one hurricane and put them on all their animals.
yeah, yeah. Have you seen the hurricane yellow belly clown?
No, no, I don't have.
You, oh, you
I
don't
don't
have
know.
yellow
Maybe
belly.
Justin has or someone else. Maybe straight fire. I don't have. I
Um,
don't have. I only have
okay,
one clown combo. It's with Lesser, and the hurricane will
okay,
go in there this year. I
okay,
only
yeah.
made the double combo hurricane clown, nothing else.
Okay, yeah. He has the hat. I don't think he has the visual. So I'll show you the pictures because for some reason a hurricane and yellow belly, they mix really really well. So yeah, so it should
I
be like really cool.
I never was big in clowns, and I don't start it now. So
Yeah,
I will
yeah,
have some clowns, and I will be creative with that what I have, but I will not let my collection of
yeah,
normals go for some new clowns.
yeah. But you have produced so many combos though when it comes to hurricanes. I mean, like that the one that you just did, right? That cinnamon hurricane, yellow belly, orange dream, or something like that. That one was pretty cool.
Yeah, I have bred some
Yeah.
orange string last year, but I wait until they are showing nice colors before I post them. I posted some pictures of them when they hatched, and now I'm waiting maybe
Right.
2 or 3 months until they are looking good, and then I will post them.
And then you
They are,
post it. Okay.
but with the OD, it depends also. Some are crazy good, and some are not so good.
Yeah.
I don't understand the high OD. So, is it an extra
Mm.
gene? Is it a homozygous that would be the same as a super? Or what is a high OD? Is it just a good OD?
Yeah. So it's kind of like well, for lack of the better word, it's like a line breed of ODs. So for some reason, OD to OD, they twist and then they make it this really high expression of orange rim. So it's almost look like orange, like super orange dream, even though it's just a single dose. That's what I, can understand like so far. But it's really cool looking. So I'm just waiting, for Ozzy to make double dose super OD. So
Oh,
for sure, like all the offspring is gonna be like high OD, right? So that
wow.
would be insane looking. Yeah, yeah. I have questions about your other project, Hans. Let's talk about your Blondie project, the one that looks
Yeah,
like,
blind.
yeah, there's a
Yeah,
ghost.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
blind
What is that? Uh-huh.
the same
Yeah.
way as I got the hurricane.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay. The same
the,
year?
no, it was, I think, 1 year later.
Oh, one
But
year later. Okay.
the same day, the company called me, come over, we had something to look at, and I went over and picked
Mm-hmm.
it. That's the short story how I got it. So
Right.
nothing, and then I didn't knew about the desert ghost at that time. So in the beginning I kept it secret because that animal got more bright and bright and bright. I couldn't believe it.
Right. Yeah.
Then I saw there's the desert ghost, but they are coming dark and getting better then. So Blondie
Mm-hmm.
was maybe 3 months old when I got her, and she was already bright.
Right.
But I could prove it compatible. So it's a desert ghost, maybe from another region in the world. She was imported from Togo.
Okay. So they're compatible with desert ghosts.
Yes, yes, I've proved
Okay.
that it's comparable.
Okay. Okay. Have you done anything cool when it comes to that Blondie project?
The Blondie I've done at
Yeah.
the moment, Spider, Mojave, and Hurricane, but no, and Yellow Belly, but no visuals. All that. Beside the
Okay. So
Hurricane.
they're all still hats. Okay.
Hurricane, I have Blondie. I have Desert Ghost Hurricane. But the Mojave
Okay.
and the Spider Mojave are heads. And the Yellow Belly will. I have an adult Yellow Belly head Blondie. So I
Okay.
hope she will lay this year and we will see the Yellow Belly combo
Okay.
with Hurricane and Blondie.
Okay. So yeah, I thought they are not compatible with desert ghosts. So that's what I was kind of like intrigued to know like what's going on there.
No, no, they are compatible. So they are compatible. They
Okay.
can play together and produce Desert Ghost. It's a
Okay.
great project. So they are
It is. Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very pretty when you see an adult one. And you have the longest time to snake as an adult.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I'm working on with this project that I call Marshmallow. They look similar, like there's a ghost, but when you look in person, they look completely different. And then the hat itself, it looks not like normal hat, so it looks like another genetic. So I have no like I have no idea what's going on. There's another project that I have to like working on too. So it should be fun.
The heads from the Blondie line Desert Ghost have a black line in the center of the belly, in the last
Yeah,
part of the belly, yes.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think it's reliable, that marker, but I will find out in the next years.
yeah, yeah. Well, this is the fun of it, right? Because you figure out things, and sometimes you wanna make something, and you end up with something else. which is the best part of it, you know, because you never know what you're gonna get sometimes when you're working on with like a new project. So yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
new
huh?
new projects are the fun. You are really totally open what happens. You can get an albino, you can get a white one, or you can get nothing.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah.
I've
Well,
proven many,
sometimes you, huh?
I've proven many odd-looking ones just to be moments.
Yeah. Speaking about the odd ones, like what are the things that like some of the these oddballs that you're still working on, but you think it's gonna be like genetic or like cool project the next few years? Do you have anything going on right now?
Yes, I have the Hazel project. It's proven dominant already, and this year
Okay.
I'm going for a super. It's
Oh,
a
okay.
it's a kind of hypomelanistic with a stripe on the back. Reduced pattern
Okay.
and lateral pattern, and
Okay.
a stripe from the head to the tail on the back.
Okay.
Dominant proven, makes great things with Mojave, and with pastel it looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
So I will post in spring the
Okay.
first pictures, I think.
Okay. Do you have like the pictures on your Facebook page
I'm
or
not
no?
sure I had, but maybe I have closed that. Sometimes I
Oh,
open it
Hans.
so people can have a look, but when the questions are getting too much, I close it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Okay, so
maybe
that should be something cool. Uh-huh.
that's a folder called Hazel. Maybe it's open. Maybe if not, I will open it later today.
Yeah, because like when you produce like something cool, it's always good to have like at least pictures or like videos because some people might be interested, right? So
Yeah,
you never know.
it's
Yeah.
also not good if you promote it too early. And I don't. At the moment,
Yeah.
hurricane is in full swing, so I will not cut it with something new.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Um,
yeah,
yeah. I like what you just said because it's not good idea to promote it early because you wanna like working on and then to know like what's going on until you fully understand, and then you put it on the market, right?
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's what I
So,
do too because I'm a lot of people they get this. I already know like what's going on, but they just get this like really weird whatever. Not even like genetic sometimes, but they they bred it to pastels and they go to like market like, hey, I have these new things and then I want it for like 5,000. So I'm like,
yeah,
how does it
but
work? And then the guy doesn't even know how to answer it. Hmm?
the oddball business is between hope and dream, and people love
Yeah,
it and are very excited if they have an oddball and hope so much it should prove
I
out.
know.
And that's ah,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah,
It's more than a new morph. If you have a really oddball, you're proud
yeah,
and you're on that
yeah.
until you have proven it.
Yeah, I mean, like in general, it's fine because, like me, I'm always looking for something new, right? And then I love it when, these like random people, comes out with something new. But I need them to explain it to me because if you cannot explain it to me, then how do you expect me to pay this high dollar amount of money to, buy something that I don't even understand? So,
Yeah, but if you invest in a high dollar animal, you should have a collection. You can use it, and you can get your high dollars back. It
yeah,
makes no sense to have two snakes and
yeah,
buy a high dollar snake. so,
yeah,
so
yeah,
it's yeah. You have to know your part. Where is your place in the community? Do you have a big collection, and are you experienced breeder or are you a beginner?
yeah,
A beginner can have the most expensive animal and the rest it may be with breeding it to the wrong animals. Another one has the
very
right
true.
that makes great things with it. So uh,
Yeah, yeah,
it makes no
yeah.
sense. Private collector who is beginning with the animals to buy two snakes for 25,000. That's not it makes no sense. He can show his
Yeah,
friends, yeah, I have spent a lot of money, but that's all. That's not breeding. For breeding, you
that's
need
very
a
true.
group of animals you can work in such an expensive animal.
Yeah, yeah, because like I've seen these like new peoples. I mean, I have nothing against them. I like them, and then most of them are, they are like my friends. I know them, so sometimes it's really hard to tell them like stop spending money, which is kind of good for the industry, right? Because the more people spending the money, the better the industry is gonna be, which is true. But like I don't want them to like fail or like make mistakes, like all the mistakes that we've done in the past. So yeah, so when I see like a friend of mine spend this like $18,000 for males, and then he doesn't know what he's gonna do with it. So just kind of like having these bragging rights to like,
Yeah.
hey, I have this, looks, I'm cool now.
Yeah.
And then what you gonna do with it?
It's like buying a new car. That's the same thing. That's not breeding.
Yeah, yeah,
So breeding is a vision. You have a aim you're going for. You have a plan.
yeah, yeah,
And
very true.
you see it at most beginners. In the beginning, they buy 10 males. It's cheap and nice, and you have 10 different
Yeah,
morphs at once.
yeah,
To start, yes, okay, but to get the fun. But if you start to breed, you will build the collection from the beginning on. And then you will have to learn to buy females first, and which females, not only the personal taste, but your breeding, your aim, your breeding force decides what you buy. And then from
yeah,
that, you buy the most pretty ones. But
yeah,
the selection of the morphs is
yeah,
dependent on what you want to breed, not what you like.
yeah. Yeah. Since we, kind of like touch base this, like beginner topic, right? Now that, like you've been doing this for so long, so knowing what you know now, what would you advise people that, just started? So let's say if I was new, right? And then I come to you like, Hans, I'm new, I don't have any ball pythons. What should I do?
Read the book of Sparkers. I can tell you first know everything about technical breeding and keeping snakes.
Right. Google it. Yeah.
And
That's
for
the
that,
best answer
the
ever.
book of
Yeah.
Sparkers is really the best you can
Yeah.
get.
I should probably say that too. Yeah. I usually
Then,
spend like half an hour to explain it to them. So next time,
then,
just Google it.
and you have to have social contact in the snake community. You need friends. You
Yeah.
can talk about things if you have questions, if you have problems also. And
Yeah.
some groups on the internet are also very interesting. You can learn from others. And
Yeah.
don't feel as if you have to teach everyone. Beginners should hear and think, and only very few talk. Ask a lot, but don't give answers for questions you're not 100% sure you know the right thing. Many are just too fast. They are young and they have speed, so often
Yeah.
there's a lot of drama because people are too fast telling their opinions as a truth, and it's not a truth. And then
Yeah.
the drama is starting, and drama is always bad for everyone. Everyone who's part of the drama will have a loss after that.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah. That's a good point too, because I mean, for these new, like peoples, right? I mean, I know sometimes they mean good, right? Because they want to answer like questions, because they might want to help other peoples, even though, you know, their knowledge when it comes to like ball pythons or any other animals, in particular, they might not there just yet, but they already feel like they know everything. right? So they just start going to all of these forums and then like keep answering all of these questions, even though they do not know what they're doing. So that's why I'm
That's
kind of like stay away from forums. Like I don't touch Facebook
an
at all.
experience, and I think that's the only way. But that other
Yeah,
people, other experience, they don't
yeah,
consider.
yeah, yeah. Hans, before I forget, I want to ask you about this project, Blaze. What is Blaze?
Blaze came in with the Enki from last Brandle. Blaze is a brightening gene which also alters the pattern a little bit. It's bringing the lateral pattern up to the back. The
Okay,
alien eyes are pulled to the back a little bit.
okay,
So they are getting
okay.
longer and slim. And the pattern is also more in detail then. The Blaze is also working on the pattern, and it has a yellow border to the belly. Especially if Enki or fire is involved, it has a bright yellow belly. Not as clean as this orange stream, but
Okay.
really very orange.
Okay. Is it a incomplete dominance or just dominant?
It's sure dominant, and I think I have two supers now. I have one proven,
Okay.
but only with one clutch, and it's Enki and Hurricane also inside. They all have the Blaze gene, but I will make it a second time to make sure and see if the Blaze is codom really, if there's a homozygous, or if that's only a
Okay.
very bright Blaze with accidentally 100% Blaze in the clutch.
Right, right. Okay, yeah, because I've seen some of the Blaze combo that you made, especially the one that you make with Pyth, that Blaze Pyth combos.
Yes.
That looks pretty cool. That looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
it's a very nice one with a totally clear pattern. It's
Yeah,
clean. So I like that very much because, but Pyth is very difficult to work with because it's a hard pattern to get influence in. you
yeah,
you can
yeah,
to alter the piebald pattern. You must have something really strong.
yeah. I usually just put Enchi in the mix for like Pieball project. I put Enchi in anything.
Yeah, Enki is good because you don't have high whites then.
Yeah, yeah. I need more of the real estate of the
Yeah,
pattern. So
love medium and low whites, so you can
yeah,
see a lot of color and pattern if Enki is also in that combo.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Besides ball pythons, you also do boas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's in the final stage.
I can see it on your face. Like, yeah, I have more boas. Yeah.
I think
What
I
project
can.
that you're working on? Like when it comes to boas?
Stars and Stripes, it's the last project I will do with them. I have proven it last
Okay.
year and 2 years
Okay.
before, and I will bring the final proof this year, and then I will sell off all my boas.
Okay. What do you call it
Because
again? Stars and what?
Stars and
What's the name of
Stripes.
it?
It's a
Oh,
stripe
Star
boa.
and Stripes.
It has 6 stripes on the back, and the medallions on the side are looking like stars.
Okay.
I made this
S-
one
Um,
2000 when I had the a catalog, a small catalog at Daytona. That
okay.
was on the front page, Stars and Stripes, available soon.
Oh.
That's 20 years ago.
Oh
I
yeah.
didn't sell no. So this long can projects go.
Okay. Does it look like that leopard boas, like similars? No. I'm not really good with boas. I'm just like asking you a
Look
bunch of questions now.
like a motley leopard, but more clean and more colorful. It's a
Oh, okay.
totally striped animal with a few medallions on the
Oh, okay.
sides. It's
Okay.
very nice looking snake. Beautiful. It's
Okay.
aesthetic.
Yeah. Okay.
But
And then you haven't released it to the market just yet, right?
no, it's a totally difficult
New.
genetic. No one believes it, and I think I will solve the whole project in fall.
Oh, okay.
Then
In fall,
I'm
okay.
done with boas. That was the part of boas in my life. 20 years, 25 years now with boas.
Oh wow, wow.
But
Is it hard to breed boas?
yeah, it's a little
Hmm?
bit more difficult than ball pythons, I think, and you need
That's
more
what I've
time.
heard. Yeah,
They are
yeah.
not so fast. You can breed them fast, but then they don't live long. If they get to
Oh
30.
yeah.
The boar
Oh
will eat always. They will take no rest, and she will eat until she dies.
yeah.
So you
That's
have
very
to
true.
control that. You can't feed the boar always like you can with ball pythons. So if it eats, feed it.
Right, right. Um, Speaking of which, how do you breed your ball pythons? Like, walk me through the whole process from beginning to the end.
Yeah, in fall the
Uh huh.
temperatures go a little bit down, day and night
Okay.
temperatures.
Mhm.
So then they start to feed a lot. I feed them a lot in fall then.
Mhm.
And after the ham show in December, I cool down at night time and put then from the beginning of January the males in.
Yeah.
Most ovulations I have in March, end of March to May.
Okay.
Egg laying season then from July to October.
Okay. Do you drop any of the ambient temperature or the temperature at all on the from the rack system? Do you drop it or no? Or everything stay the same?
Thus everything will be dropped except the hotspot. The hotspot
Okay.
stays this
Okay.
is
So
small
just the
hotspot.
ambient temperature.
But all the room will come down from the temperature maybe for 4 or 5 degrees. At
Okay.
night
Yeah.
maybe 8.
Um, what about the weight? Like, what's the weight of the female that usually want to, shoot before you put them back to like breeding project? Like, what is the optimal
It
weight for the
depends more
female?
on age and how the
Yeah.
female is developed instead of size. I have from
Mm-hmm.
a small
Yeah.
group
Mm-hmm.
from Benin, and they should be
Mm-hmm.
from Mali.
Mm-hmm.
They are maybe 1,200 grams, 9 years
Yeah.
old, and breeding regular, normal.
Yeah.
And I also had
Yeah.
a het piebald female I got from Pete. I fed it in 2 years on 3.5 kilos and needed 5 years to
Wow.
get her
Oh
to lay
wow.
her first eggs. And she,
Yeah.
up to now, she only lays every 2 or 3 years. But
Oh
a
yeah.
huge giant monster with, meanwhile, maybe 5 to 6 kilo.
Right. What about the male? Like, what is the weight that you use, for like first time male?
That depends how urgent it is. I need him. So if
That's
it's
a good answer.
if you breed an oddball
Hot.
back, if you
Uh-huh.
breed an oddball back to his mother,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's in his first year. When he grows
Uh,
well,
mm-hmm.
you can feed him maybe with 600-700 grams, no problem, but
Yeah.
not to 10 females.
Yeah.
It's one female and that's it, or maybe two. Usually
Yeah.
I wait to in the second year, and then you don't care for
Yes.
weight. They all have the weight for males.
Yeah.
Males are
Yeah.
not a problem this way.
Yeah. I do the same thing too. It's like usually like first time male. I start them when they reach like 500 gram. I know it's still small, but I don't expect them to breed. So just kind of like introduce them. Okay, so this is the breeding process, whatever like that. But usually the next following week they eat like there's no tomorrow. So they're gonna hit like 600 or like 650 really fast, and then they start breeding from there. And then just like what you said, I don't really breed them to like a lot of females. Usually like first time males, I usually like do like 3 females at the max. That's it, and then I wait the next following season. Yeah.
Yeah, bigger males can do more females, but
Yeah.
most time it makes not sense to breed a male to so many females. You just, if you have 10 animals, you can sell 10 animals maybe very well. If you have 20,
Yeah.
you can sell that 20, not for the price you could sell that 10.
Yes.
So
That's very
you
true.
lose at the first 10 also money when you have to sell 20. So don't produce how much you can. It makes no
Yeah.
sense. Keep it small.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true. That's very true. Um, do you believe when it comes to, because there's so many arguments, right? Because some breeder believe if once the male hit, like, let's say 1600 gram, or like 1700 gram, or like really old, so I'm talking about like more than 3 years old, do you think that kind of males is or are useless, or you cannot use it again for like breeding project?
The
What do you think?
first albino male I bought in 2002, and it's
Mm-hmm.
breeding today. It's fine breeding today. I use him
Yes.
all the time. I never used another one to
Yeah.
produce some albinos for the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah.
He's been
Yeah.
fine after 20 years, or fast, nearly
Yeah.
20 years. So, and
Yeah.
he's breeding
Thank you
very
for saying
nice.
that. Yeah.
No dots, no slugs. Maybe it's if you raise the animal, if you raise it too fast, if you breed it too much, but usually an old man is an easy breeder.
Old men still can have moves, right? Still got it.
Yeah, the old males, they are usually they have routine. If the female is
Yeah.
at point, it's not 5 minutes and they are mating with an
Yes.
experienced male. So
Very true. Yeah, very true. Yeah, because I've heard this, like argument, like like left and right, like the last, I don't know, like 3 4 years, that some breeders tend to sell out their like quote unquote older males, because they think once they like 2 years old or 3 years old, they're no longer like usable for the breeding project. So I was like, that's not true at all, because the older the male, usually the better, when it comes to breeding. They can lock, just like what you said, really fast. They know what they're doing. So
yeah, but sometimes it's because of the morph or the combo. You don't need that male anymore. But it's not because they don't breed anymore, but you don't need them in your collection, and then why not give it to someone else who can use it well, who has fun to breed with him, and it's better than have him in a drawer and the rest of his life nothing happens.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I'm back in 2015. So I have like a few my breeder friends. So like selling like all of their like breeder males. So I was like, why are you selling them? I mean, let me buy them, because some of them like really cool, like clown combos, right? And then they're selling them for cheap. And then, so the reason behind it, they told me that, yeah, because once you hit like 2 3 years old, then are really good, when it comes to business. I'm like, not really true, but well, if you want to sell them for cheap, then I'll buy them from you. It's good for me. Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense an animal which is getting 50 years old or even more, uh,
Hmm.
only to have breedable males until they are 3 years old. Wouldn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. And also, before I forget, for like older male, they typically help the female to build their like follicles like really fast, for some reason. Because when I breed, like, let's say new females to like older male, they build their follicles like really fast, if that makes sense to you. Because like younger male usually gonna take time. I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe just me.
younger males have to try how it goes, and some females like to play with the males also, same as the humans.
Yeah,
Male
very
also,
true.
and, yeah, and the old male he corners the female and
Yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
that's very true. Yeah,
And he knows the way it goes, and he knows to make the female also to want.
yeah. Hans, before we wrap this, I have a few questions. What I know you've been doing this for like forever. Pretty much. I mean, you've been in this hobby for probably the longest, probably. What is your ambition or your goal, or is there anything that you want to accomplish the next, I don't know, 3, 5 years maybe from now? Do you know? How do you
Yes,
see yourself 5 years from now? Huh?
I want to prove some. I still have, and I want
Right.
to. Yeah, maybe if I see
Uh-huh.
6 years or 7 years, I have
Mm.
to give up my collection. Maybe I'm 60 years old now, and it doesn't work forever.
What?
So
What?
maybe six or
Oh,
7 years, I will sell my collection. Maybe.
yeah. Well, don't sell them. Just hire someone to take care of them.
Pardon?
Well, don't sell your collection. Just hire someone to take care of it.
Yeah, but
No, it's different.
if you did it all your life, also my wife
Mm-hmm.
did it her life, and we
Yeah.
are day and night with reptiles and other animals,
Yeah.
and so maybe then it's also good if you don't have to control someone you hired for your animals.
Yeah. Very true. So seven. So 7 and 8 years from now, if you wanna like retire,
Yes, I think so. It's
well,
my,
don't do that.
and
Well, hmm? Well, let's
I
make like
don't
10 years from
maybe a
now,
small
maybe.
collection, but not this big. This is too much. If you, it's
Ah, okay.
we are now
Yeah.
at the border, and it's my wife will retire in 2 years already,
Mm.
and then I have to have some ideas already how I do it alone or some help. Someone and I
Ah,
will hire then someone, but it will not be the fun
right.
as it is now. And so I think we will
Yeah.
split the collection, and I will
Mm.
sell the boas this year already.
Yeah.
The green tree pythons are already gone. The
Mm.
Argentine rainbow boas. I have some groups. I think I know who will then get them already, and so it will be easy to give them away. For I know it's
Yeah.
good to be there for them.
Yeah.
The ball
Yeah.
pythons will slowly sell off, I think, until in 8 or 10 years, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hopefully you're not gonna, like retire the next like 10 years because I still need time to, produce some cool hurricane project, combos, so I can brag to you like Hans, I did this, I make this.
Yeah, I hope I will.
I need
Last,
time.
you never know. Last year in November, I had a stroke. 2 years ago, I had a
Oh.
stroke, and it could
Oh.
have
Okay.
been ending
Oh.
all at that time. But I was
Oh.
lucky, and
Wow.
everything's good again. But you never know what
Okay.
comes when you are
Yeah.
over 60.
Yeah. Yeah. But overall, you feel healthy, right? I mean, do you like
Yes,
eat
yes,
healthy? Do you exercise or something like that or no?
yes. I feel healthy, and
Okay.
I love to do what I'm doing, and I think that's
Yeah.
important. If you are
Yes.
with the heart and soul in your work, that keeps you up. You don't feel small, mini-me's.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know if you had that stroke, so I'm really sorry to hear that because I had no idea at all.
No, nobody knew. So
Okay, okay,
you can do
okay.
it until you're 80. So in 10 years, I'm now 60 years old, so the days are counted.
Right. Do you ever gonna visit Daytona again or like any US, reptile expo? Do you ever? I mean, do you have any plan to even just to go to
Yes,
visit?
yeah, I love
Yeah.
every American show because you meet all the American breeders you like there.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends over there, and I would love to go to Daytona. Daytona is from, yeah, you are at the ocean, you're in the Hilton, and it's
Yeah.
a great show from all around. I also was in
Yeah.
Chicago. It was great, but it's cold
It's
and
too
no
cold for
seats.
you. Yeah.
I was, I think, in November when, and in Florida is more fun if you go to the sea and on nighttime outside and so. But Chicago was also a very interesting show, and you meet the people you want. And
Yeah.
I love America anyway. My daughter's living in New York, and I love
Oh,
to be in
okay.
New York also. So it's the
Yeah.
best city in the world, I think.
Yeah. That's a good
So
excuse to go, right?
it's the most impressive. So it's because many things are old and huge. You
Yeah.
can, so it's really impressive. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe Daytona in August. There are an
Okay.
option maybe. But
Yeah. Well, let me know if you ever gonna go to like Daytona. So yeah, I would love to see you there.
oh yeah, that would be great.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
in former times when I was vending at Daytona, there was only one big show in the US. Everyone flew
yeah.
into Florida and came in, and you
Yeah.
met all from the US. Now there
Yeah.
are several big shows: Chicago, Daytona, in Anaheim,
Yeah.
several in California, Texas, everywhere are shows now, and it's split. You don't. There's no show. You meet everyone. So
Yeah.
I can't go to three shows to meet them from the north, west, and east. So, yeah, but I like to come again to American
Yeah.
shows. So
Yeah.
in the
Please.
last years
Yeah.
it was possible, but if I can, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, you have daughters in New York, so that's one of the good excuse to go, right? And then Daytona, the weather is awesome, so
Yeah,
it's a good
that,
excuse too.
that, when I was the last time
Yeah.
in Detroit, my daughter from New York flew down and did the table with me together. So that was really fun and great.
Okay. And then, when is your next ham show?
It's on March 14th. It's in
Oh, this coming March. They have like
5.
4 shows, right?
Yes, it's 4
Like
shows.
on like yearly basis. Okay.
Always the second weekend, second Saturday in March, June, September, and December. Always the second Saturday.
Oh, okay. And then you always, well, you never miss ham, right? Because I really need to go to ham because a lot of people been asking me to go, but I just don't have the time for that. So yeah, if I don't see you in a Daytona, then I'll go to ham.
Yeah, I never miss Ham. Ham is the
Okay.
place where animals are picked up and they're brought, and it's yeah, a
Okay.
big amount of the animals you sell are going at Ham because just you sell them on the internet, but the pickup is at Ham, or
Okay.
the or the forwarder comes to Ham and brings it to the UK.
Mm.
So Ham is a center in the game in Europe.
Okay. Okay. And anything that you have available for sale are on your website, right? Or do you have like any other different list or something like that?
I have on the website what I sell to the public. I have also other animals, but those are being sold via wholesalers or
Oh,
personal.
okay.
Then I have the Alvarezi. There's one personal friend who gets them all, so all every year. So I don't do that. Put them on the website, and I don't care if someone else wants a pair. And it's too much. It's then
Yeah.
if you breed so many reptiles, you have to
Yeah.
keep it easy with the sales.
Yeah. 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 Because it's a lot of work to put like pictures, description, pricings, and then like answering all the questions
A
and things like
lot
that.
of thoughts
Too
and
much work.
discussion. You need a lot of time. Let's say
Yeah.
you need an hour per snake.
Yeah.
You want to sell, but if you want to sell 300 or 400 snakes, it's a lot of hours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Hans, I don't want to, like hold you like more, longer because I know you're busy and then it's like quite early there. So, thank you so much for doing this. Say hi to your family, and then, please don't retire soon. So, I still need you.
Thank you for the invitation. And I try to
Yeah,
keep up as
yeah,
long as
yeah.
I
It's
can.
always nice, chatting with you. So, please don't go like anywhere, okay? Just in case if I have question for the Hurricane project. So,
Okay.
yeah. All right, Hans. Thank you so much. Say hi to your families, and then hopefully we'll talk soon
Thank you
again.
very much. Okay,
All right. Thank
thank
you,
you.
Han.
Bye.